Throughout this learning opportunity, we'll focus on examples of scaffolds that already exist within EL education lessons using Lesson 3 from Grade 7, Module 3, Unit 1, as well as determine where additional scaffolding may be necessary in order to meet the needs of your students. As I look over this lesson, I see that there are many suggestions for scaffolding during Work Time B. I notice that there is guidance for vocabulary in this lesson. I know that I have students that struggle with complex academic vocabulary in my class, so I want to add this scaffold to my lesson. Particularly, it suggests I consider what words I want to focus on based on how much context is provided in the text. As I examine the text, I want to make sure that the students are aware of some vocabulary resources already provided to them. I want students to be aware that any bolded words are defined at the bottom of the page. I also need to read the text with my students in mind. I need to identify words that might challenge my students that aren't already identified in bold and don't have enough context clues. Once I do that, I can create a strategy. If there are a few words that don't have enough context, and I think the whole class will need to know what those words mean, I can do a quick vocabulary lesson on those few words. If I determine that only a few students are going to need more help with some vocabulary, I can provide support to only those students. In Learning Central, almost every lesson already has picture hint cards created with challenging words, student friendly definitions, and images. I can provide those to specific students using Canvas or Google Classroom. I can also empower my students to use a vocabulary resource to learn any words that they come across that they can't figure out on their own. This is a good habit for students to acquire in middle school. There are a plethora of vocabulary building graphic organizers available. These represent 3 shared in a Wake County professional development. This enables students to spend their energy on words they don't know instead of words you think they don't know.